Have I ever told you about the time, this is my ADD brain just pulling something out of thin air. Have I ever told you about the time my dad cried at the Virgin America Airlines safety video?
Have I ever told you about the time that Eclipse played against KingK in Winners Final?
Oh no, tell me about that. How did that turn out?
It's happening right now.
Live. I was hoping that you would make a prediction.
Do it live. If I had to predict, I would put my chips on Eclipse.
Put your chips on Eclipse, huh?
Yes, my Pringles. I would bet on Eclipse.
even your Pringles.
Yes. Those are the chips I'm betting.
You're about to get kicked out of Vegas, son. There's no wonder you're not at EVO yet.
Wow. Personally, if my memory serves, I know that Eclipse is pretty confident in the Rob matchup and has a pretty good record on KingK, but KingK's been on fire tonight. He also had a negative record against N and was able to take that pretty convincingly.
No, KingK has just really looked on his game, like A+ KingK tonight. We also see like an A+ Eclipse as well, but I don't know, but tonight my money's on KingK. He has just not been dropping a beat.
Dash attack's going to be a setup. He doesn't get anything big. The jabs were still able to beat out the gyro. I've seen that happen more than once now. That's such a silly interaction.
Interesting that KingK mashed jump out of that setup. Sometimes when you burn your jump, that's exactly what Greninja wants to set up a lot of his confirms.
Down tilt, sets up the up smash. Not going to be a KO on a big body like Rob. Dodging those lasers. Going to see a lot of solid aerial movement. He is barely avoiding these lasers. That Nair not setting up because the great DI out from KingK.
Yeah, really good DI from KingK paired with the fact that Eclipse didn't quite get the hitbox that he wanted on it either. Sent him out sideways. Now, Eclipse getting sent out sideways too. Already showing his hand a little bit with that Shadow Sneak to get back on stage. That's how he beat Austin, was that very Shadow Sneak.
Yeah, that was the bet. That was the gamble. Woo! This is a big whiff.
Greninja tried to go into the Pokeball. He was like, I'm going home.
Yeah, return Greninja.
Let me get the chance though right now. He is being returned for
once. Oh, he's not dead. He was able to DI down out of that off stage. On stage, it wouldn't matter how far down he DI'd. He'd be donezo.
Yeah, he would certainly be dead. But yeah, like you said, he was able to slide off the stage, live it, and then equal up the stocks right now. But honestly, sometimes the way that Greninja combos characters, even though Rob is like the perfect height, the perfect weight for Greninja to rack up a lot of damage, he has so many tools to get out of it quickly in the way that Greninja sets him up.
Jumping over that gyro is going to be big damage. Of course, we're looking for a lot of landing aerials from Greninja, but landing an aerial there is KingK finding Eclipse so high up on the stage with the up air.
KingK was like, landing aerials? I'm not even going to let you land, period.
Yeah.
All right, out far from that full water shuriken. Instead, Eclipse isn't going to be able to find the full follow-up.
Forward air that low. I don't know if KingK was trying to parry or just didn't expect an aerial to come that late. He's getting rubbled.
A little bit.
That was so smart.
The intentional grab release to just get that bounce back and maybe a little bit more damage.
It's smart of Eclipse to buffer a defensive option and get out of that sticky situation. Again, stuck between Rob and a hard place. Jumps in, gets that up smash.
All right, recovery high there from KingK and uses that gyro to cover it and the up smash to beat out that recovery.
KingK is an up smasher. He loves that move. Covers the whole platform, does a great job of anti-airing, catching people jumping in. And that's Greninja's main game plan. Sometimes he'll sit back, toss the shurikens, but against a primarily zoning character in Rob, that doesn't really build you the space that you require.
And we saw Eclipse get caught by those up smashes for his high recoveries earlier when he was playing against Zillion, who went Rob against him in the game 2. I think it was maybe the game 3, but Eclipse was doing a lot of high recoveries on stage, and Zillion was doing an amazing job of just stuffing him out, not giving him a chance. Eclipse only being given a chance to survive because he is playing Greninja.
He is going to die because he is playing Greninja. And because KingK is sick.
Because he's playing Greninja, because KingK is playing sick, yes, both of those, but also because Eclipse got put in a really bad disadvantage state and was panicking, choosing anything to just make the pain stop.
And instead, the pain was very large and in charge.
Charles in charge
of our days.
Thank you. Thank you for following me up on my Charles in Charge reference.
No problem. You just left me hanging on it, though. It's cool.
I wanted to let you finish it.
I didn't. I don't remember how the first goes. If it's Days and Our Nights, or if that's the second verse.
I think it's Days and Our Nights. We're nighttime here in Town and City. KingK was well into the blast zone, but Eclipse couldn't hit him until he was back over the stage.
He was well into the blast zone after that forward air. Of course, we have close side blast zones on Town and City, so both characters might be able to get some silliness as a result of that. That arm rotor is what I'm thinking of from Rob. Put that back here, going deep. He doesn't have a jump to chase.
Yeah, remember that, KingK, while he does get that arm rotor off the side, his kill power off the top is going to be severely nerfed, and that's kind of what Eclipse is looking for with this stage, is he's going to be mostly killing off the sides like you see with a lot of that. And of course, you're mentioning, KingK can fire back with much of the same.
Of course, getting a little overzealous on the pressure there. Walked right into that jet fuel. Again, the dash attack doesn't set up with good DI out.
I thought to try to set up for a juggle situation, but again, Rob is really good at escaping those quickly, the very tip of those up smashes.
I'm surprised he was able to catch down tilt from that range. I'm sure KingK realized that that forward air was relatively safe, but I don't think he expected a mashed button from Eclipse to hit him from there, and still combo to the up smash at such a late percent.
That's just what Eclipse does. He doesn't have great reaction time, but sometimes he just knows intuitively, like, this thing will come out, hit, and then I can combo into it. I don't even know how to explain the way that he plays sometimes.
Sometimes he reacts well with anticipation. He's able to jump over that gyro, doesn't get stuck between it, and is able to put on some good damage on that jump in. That jump in, though, was a little bit too high on the shield. Normally, Nair, if you connect it low, he is going to be very safe. But connecting it high up, that's going to be a big punish, and the up smash is relatively fast from Rob.
It's a pretty good out of shield option for how strong it is. Normally that's a balanced thing, but for up smash, man, it definitely leans more towards being good at both of those.
Right. I think it's sub 12 frames, 12 or less.
I would imagine.
It's at least as fast as Wolf's up smash out of shield. That gets the job done.
Yeah. But now, Eclipse is going to be selecting Final Destination instead of Town and City. And honestly, I kind of liked the Town and City pick because that nerfs a lot of Rob's really good kill power off the top. Again, Town and City has the highest blast zones from the floor of any of our legal stages, which we have 10 legal stages. Our level, actually, not a thing about a Yggdrasil's Altar might have slightly higher blast zones.
Yeah, but that stage is a weird one.
I would argue it should not be legal.
Yeah, but you and me both.
FD is always going to be legal in just about any stage set, and this has got the most moderate blast zones out of anything. Eclipse just wants a fully flat stage, no distractions, get all the mix-ups and cross-ups that he wants.
Absolutely. Normally, this is one of Greninja's favorites.
I would agree.
Sorry, that was really awkward pause because I had a yawn in the middle of that sentence. And
I looked over because I was like, do you want me to carry this? And you were just, and I was like, oh, crap.
That's the most hard stop. So yeah, this is one of Greninja's favorite stages because he gets really, really exaggerated juggles. Really exaggerated juggles and really exaggerated control of stage.
But we've got to remember that against a character like Rob, that's not going to come for free because he's got a lot of landing tools. Particularly, Eclipse has to look out for that Nair. We'll see how he is going to land against the Rob, though. We get stopped by the gyro.
That's uncool.
The shock just carries him into I agree.
I guess Shadow Sneak is not a teleport.
That's, I suppose it isn't.
You are not getting, oh boy, that's a scary spot. That double Nair, he just covers everything. Shadow Sneak gets him out of the sticky situation.
Now that gyro's on stage, and Eclipse needs to make sure that if he goes over to juggle KingK, doesn't commit to something too early, and that right there, he waits for that Nair to come out, is able to get the punish. He's looking a little panicky right now.
I mean, I feel like up throw at this percent might even kill.
Oh, yes, it would. I would absolutely think that it would.
So now, I mean, he's got a lot of stuff that will kill if he plays his cards
down
right.
air him. Why not?
You know, it's just like if you miss, you die. And
yeah.
If you hit it, you've killed an opponent 185%.
Thanks for actually answering the rhetorical why not.
Some people don't know. Some people out here are thinking, why not take that opportunity? And the reason is risk-reward is something that you really have to measure in.
I love that you're always looking out for the people.
I love the people.
You're a stand-up man, even though you're sitting down right now.
I sure am.
I knew. I read your mind. I knew that's where you were going to go right after that.
Right now, Eclipse does not want to take this sitting down. He is fighting.
He's the one reading minds right now. He knew that air dodge was coming up from KingK, but being FD, that ceiling is pretty far from the floor.
That laser catches the jump in. He's got to deal with Oh my goodness, that's a way to deal with Rob at the ledge. Get the counter. That is a dead
That's a
frog.
way to deal with a landing Greninja.
My goodness.
That definitely looks like post-Texas thunderstorm. I'm going to be honest. And you got to understand that you're going to take a lot of damage right there if you don't snap the ledge. 56 already, and KingK is going to continue to try to keep the pressure on that ledge guard. But one thing he wasn't covering was that roll.
Oof, that forward air is really fast from Rob. He was able to find his way through the pressure of Eclipse. Sitting at 80% right now. Ooh, go ahead.
That's what you were talking about earlier. So all I was going to say is that if you land that nair close enough to the ground, you will be safe on shield.
We saw that up smash charge because we know that up smash with a little bit of charge on it will kill Greninja right now. He might be light-ish, but he does have heavy gravity, so not the easiest to go up top, but he'll die at the top right now. That's a punish? Whoa.
Wow, barely missed that. All right, air dodge from KingK, not going to kill him. He's still playing Rob, but no tech off the side. Those multi-hits are always hard to tech, and Greninja's back air is certainly one of those.
Absolutely. Eclipse, again, taking the win on his counter pick. That FD counter pick is a really strong one. So now it's 2-1 in KingK's favor.
But he gets to eat savagely as he chooses, and Smashville is certainly a stage that will stop Eclipse from being able to just land comfortably with aerials like he was able to do on Final Destination the whole game.
Right. Rob can sit under that platform, make it really hard to approach with aerials, and really build his projectile zone, create some space for himself, even on a small stage. And the thing is, he's creating some space for himself to play at a certain range where it's still suffocating for Greninja.
I think the big thing that Eclipse is going to have to try to do is really maximize those ledge traps so that he does have KingK not sitting underneath the platform. And conversely, KingK's game plan is going to be try to sit in center stage and stay underneath this platform as much as possible.
Lands empty, gets the jabs to punish the laser. And this is some big damage opportunity. Doesn't quite get the up air. I wonder if he thought he'd have more height off the back air.
I want to know how you feel about this. How do you feel about Eclipse if he goes for more of those like up throws, tries to juggle KingK on that center platform? Do you think that's too much of a risk?
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. He gets a little bit of extra damage if he's able to extend it. If he doesn't, then maybe he gets pushed off stage.
They really just down tilted at each other. Just got to do it like that.
I think Greninja plays with the height well because of his big double jump. Big jump in the first place. Not going to catch the jump out. So at that point, he knew the dash attack fair wasn't true, so he was reading the jump as opposed to the air dodge, or could do nothing.
Up air, going to kill off the top. Now, Smashville does actually have a higher blast zone than Final Destination does at the ceiling, but when you take that platform into account, which is what just happened right there, pretty dang close to the floor.
So you can definitely get some scary situations where you kill a little bit earlier than you would anticipate if you're off the springboard of the platform. Eclipse, though, holding on to the stock for...
Calling out that jump in.
Time.
KingK definitely realized that Eclipse coming off of ledge has been trying to take back center stage as quickly as possible. And that time he was like, all right, if you go to the platform, you're not going to be able to make it past my up smash. Look at the custom combo, though. Using
that gyro to the great effect, and then going back to pick it up so he can throw it up. That way it lasts, it stays in the air for a really long time. No access to it from KingK.
In general, though, it's just really good item management there by Eclipse. And also, really good awareness to know that after that up air hit his shield on that center platform, the game wasn't over. He needed to wait for KingK to commit to something else before he could get off.
There we go, is able to parry twice now.
Eclipse is looking fully on his game at this moment.
Doesn't quite get the drag down on the up air that he wants, but he does get some good damage. Down tilt forward throw is going to put him off stage in a scary spot. No jump. Still no jump.
Does catch the Shadow Sneak twice. He catches the Shadow Sneak with the arm murder, beats it out before the hitbox can come out, and KingK takes the lead.
Interesting interaction that he was even like, oh, dash attack again, same read. He double jumps, catches the high recovery, or the high escape from KingK.
Ooh, he reflected that water shuriken. Big danger time for Eclipse right now, but now that he's conditioned KingK into going off stage, whether it was on purpose or not, he knows that that high recovery is going to be safe in that moment.
Absolutely.
Lots of damage.
Does the job done to keep his stock alive. KingK stuck at the ledge. But he fights from the ledge so well. I was talking about it earlier in his set versus N.
No, 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 no. You don't lose off of something like that.
Except that you do.
I mean, you do lose off of something like that. You just hate to see it.
You hate to see it happen. But But KingK looking nice. 3-1s Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
A day of him fighting his demons.
Neither of these two dropped their combos at all. I was really interested to see, I wanted to see how it would develop more if we went to a game 5, but I was really interested to see how well Eclipse was playing when KingK wanted to take to that middle platform on Smashville defensively. When he was taking to it aggressively, it was working out very well for KingK, but anytime that he did that with the intention of playing defensively, Eclipse was able to call him out for it a lot, and the same went for KingK as well.